What up, what up, what up? It's your boy, Real Holla, Madam Bullet, Avenue, NY. And our special guest is in the building, Miss DONSHEA HOPKINS.
Hey. You have such a good smile. Like, I feel like the vibe is very positive.
Because she lives in 3.2.
And we need to get 3.2.
You know what I mean?
We're at 0.1. We need to get that 3.2 together.
I do wear a lot of black. What is black?
You guys are 3.2.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
We got the approval.
We got the approval from the.
Because I wear a lot of black, DONSHEA.
Black is 3.2. When I'm saying black and white, I mean like don't let your personality be dull. Be expressive.
Right.
I mean like one of my favorite shades is black.
Right.
Black, gold, pink. I love everything.
Right.
I definitely love to wear black.
Black and gold, though.
Black and gold is very
classic about black.
Because they you know, come
I was
together and
just complimenting
splash.
her on her shoes. She has these really cute shoes that I used to wear when I was younger, and but they're like a mix of sandal and I don't know. We're gonna have to have her, you know,
Show them off. Show them
show
off.
those off because those are bad.
We need to get a shoe camera.
DONSHEA, what you need to do is be careful because she's still your height, so the shoe size is probably still the same.
So she might try to take it.
Yeah.
I won't be able
Yeah.
to. She looks like she has very dainty, thin feet. I've got pork leg sausage.
So what's going on, Miss Lady?
A lot. I'm getting ready for the Power premiere tomorrow.
Oh,
Yo.
I'm so excited.
Yo.
But it's not the premiere for the public. It's the premiere for the network.
Right.
So then the premiere for the public is on July 17th. So get ready.
Yo, that actually
All right.
is the day before my birthday.
Oh really?
Yeah, I think I need a special invite.
Oh, here we go.
I think that might be a birthday
So your
gift.
birthday's the 16th.
Birthday
The
gift.
18th. I says the day before my birthday.
So how do you get prepped for an entire season? Because I read a lot upon you know, like Mary-Kate and Ashley were my, like, you know, when I was growing up, and then seeing how they try to balance, you know, living and then working and then, you know, trying to splash into different other things. How do you find a balance in, you know, getting ready for a season, and then also you came out with 3.2, which is like amazing that we heard it that day, and it's like how do you I don't even have time to brush my teeth in the morning sometimes, so
We hope you do though.
yeah, I do.
Every
Trust me, I
morning.
have to. It's because I'm forced.
Look what you pulled out of her. That wasn't good.
Well, I love it. I love acting. So, like, balancing it's pretty easy because I'm homeschooled.
Mm-hmm.
So, when I get to set, I can do my schoolwork, and then they pull me off to set, and I do that. Then I come back and finish it up. It's like just as long as I get the right amount of hours in, I'm good.
Okay.
And, yeah, it's really easy balancing it because, like, I have other stuff, but they're on certain days of the week. Like, Wednesday's ice skating, Thursday's dance.
Oh.
And, most of the time I shoot on like Monday or Friday, so it's really easy.
So it's safe to say that mom keeps you well grounded.
Yes, my mom keeps me well grounded.
Well
She
Good
grounded and
support
well-rounded.
system.
I like that, yeah.
We need to clap it up for mom.
Right? Real life class.
It's good to have that support system.
Now, of course, you know, I'm just wondering. So, you're fairly young. I mean, how old are you? How long have you been acting? I mean, have you always been homeschooled? You know, is this something that's just always been that you kind of grew up into, or did you just one day wake up and say, "Hey, mom, you know, I like this. I want to act." What was, you know, how did you get started? What was your story?
Okay, it's a long story, but
Long
I've been acting
story short.
I've been acting for 10 years, and ever since I could talk, I started talking really early, like about 19 months. And I kept saying, I want to do that. I want to be on TV. And my mom was like, what? And so when I was watching Sesame Street, I would say, I want to do that. So she was thinking, oh, okay, alphabet and stuff like that. So she would get the DVDs, and I'm like, no, I want to be on TV. I want to be a part of that. And when I was 3 years old on New Year's, I was like, Mom, how come you don't want me to act? You don't want me to be happy? And she started crying, and she was like, okay, let's make this promise on New Year's, and when you turn 4 in a couple of months, I'll put you in acting. And the rest is history.
Wow. So did you ever make it to Sesame Street?
I wish my dad would have did that.
Oh my God, you did make it to Sesame Street?
That was one of my first acting jobs.
Now, what was that like? Was that exciting? Were you scared? Were you nervous? I mean, because it's a big deal when you're growing up watching something and then to actually be on it enough to be on, especially a show that's been on PBS for, more than 30 years.
Yeah.
Was that intimidating for you, or?
No, I was really excited. Like
Right.
I couldn't even go to sleep the night before. And when I got there, I was just like, oh my gosh, this is so amazing. I saw all the puppets and all the different characters and the directors and writers, executive producers. It was just amazing. And from that moment on, I was like, I want to do this.
Right.
And I was also really excited because they said I was going to be doing a skit with Zoe,
Right.
which was one of my favorite characters at the time, but I didn't. I ended up doing a skit with Abby Kadabi, and she was like new at the time.
Right.
So I was one of the very first kids to work with her, so it was really exciting.
That's
That's
cool.
cool.
Now, how do you find working? I mean, because the show that you're on now, I mean, you know, switching lanes from a show like Sesame Street. How do you ever get? I guess I would say intimidated by. I mean, like the Amari Hardwick, Naturi Norton. I mean, especially
50.
working with a big name. You know, like 50. Like when you like your first day on set. What was that like? Was it a whole different ball game? Aside from the fact that it's an adult, it's an adult-based show. It's a show geared towards
Adults,
a certain
yes.
right a certain age demographic. What's the difference in working like on Sesame Street all the way now to a show like Power?
Well, just being myself, I think.
Right.
But no, it wasn't intimidating. The first day it was very like, I felt like I was at home. Like
Right.
everyone was really nice. They welcomed me with open arms. Amari Hardwick, Naturi Norton, they were very sweet, very nice. And so I just felt really comfortable, and I still do. Everyone's just amazing. Like it feels like one big family and family and friends. And 50, he's one big softie. So.
Right.
I kind of figure,
Right.
those hard guys usually are.
Yeah.
Now,
So
do
is
you watch the show? Like, do you watch, like,
Are you allowed to watch
Yeah,
the show
do
even
you-
though you're on it? Like, are you?
because that's a big question that I got
Right.
was like, did she watch the show or
Right, it's such a
you
adult
know, or,
subject
because it's
matter.
such it's such a big subject matter that for something like that. So do you watch the show yourself?
No, I don't watch the show. I just watch my parts.
Okay.
But no, I don't watch the show. No,
Oh, okay.
I'm not allowed to. My dad says I can watch it. My mom says no. So I'm.
Mom wins.
Always
Yeah.
knows.
Mom wins.
Always knows what
Mom
to
is
do.
the, you know what? I was about to say I might have a question for
Mom
mom.
wins.
Like, how does mom feel? Or how do you feel? Somebody else playing your mom, and just mom watching you. You're like, is that weird? Is that?
No, my mom is fine with it. She's really cool. She doesn't get like jealous at all.
Because some moms, you know what I mean. Some moms get jealous. Don't be hanging out with my daughter. Don't be
Yeah.
Don't be calling her. Don't be calling her.
So how many? Wait. So be honest. How many older aunties, cousins been trying to get them to meet 50 in your cast?
A lot. Every
right?
yeah.
No, you gotta introduce me. I'm your favorite auntie.
All right.
I can imagine.
So also now, so you're on Power. You do, aside from that, I mean, have you done like commercial work, catalog work, and what brought you to music? Was that something, like kind of like the acting that you knew that you wanted to do? Or was it something that you fell into, decided that you enjoyed it, and said, let me see what that's about?
Well, music, it's kind of like the same thing. Ever since I could talk, I was always singing and walking around the house singing or tapping my foot or just something associated with music. And I just always loved music. And when I was 6, I started singing more. And I was like, hey, Mom, I think I actually want to do this. Hey, Mom, I think I actually want to do this and like turn it into a career, but I still want to act. And so she was like, okay. And she put me in singing lessons. And that's how 3.2 kind of got started.
Wow.
That's good.
How long
So
did it
at a
take you to
young
work on that
age,
project?
you're already separating your eggs into different baskets.
Putting
And
in a whole lot of work.
Yeah,
that
is.
some people twice and 3 times your age don't even.
don't
it's
don't
a lot
even
of dedication.
think to do that. And that's the great thing is that you have a support system that when you say I want to do something, that you're able to give this out to the world. Because when I feel like when artists don't understand the type of how relatable they are to people and what they're going through. So that's I really feel like when we went over there and I was telling Rel, I'm like, I can't believe she's as young as she is, and I can like relate to her music and sit down and kind of, all right, what are you doing right now? What's going on right now? So I commend you for that. Very good.
Yes.
And I was actually going to say, right, and listening to the album and just, when Rel and I got to see you at 16 or Better, you just seemed very, you're very well spoken for your age. You're so young to be, you're so very, like, I looked at you in such admiration, like, wow, what a classy young lady. We don't really get that in this industry anymore. You know what I mean? And I like that whether mom styles you have a stylist, or this is part of the style of, I like that you're always dressed age appropriately. Even the material in the songs, anybody could listen to it, you know what I mean? But it's still age appropriate for what you're saying and what you're going through. Right. Do you find a lot of like fans leaning on you, you know what I mean? In the sense of just kind of like looking up to you, is that,
Yeah, a lot of fans open up to me, and that's why I started Talk with DONSHEA Tuesday, because I was like, Tuesday is the day that I don't have a lot of stuff on my plate. I just have drums, and then the rest of the day I'm free, in school, of course. Right. So I was like, I'm going to talk to my fans on that day, because a lot of fans reached out, and they just like were talking to me, and they were like, wow, you're a great support system. I can't go talk to my mom like how you do. And so they talked to me about everything, about crushes to eating disorders, and I just feel really close with them. And yeah, they're amazing.
Will you ever have I would really want to see you maybe have some type of the word just slipped off my
teen
tongue.
talk show?
No, not a talk show, but kind of sit down like in an auditorium and be able to speak to
like
your fans.
Engagement.
Because if you're doing such an impact like that, I think I would totally get tickets. So I know Madam, is that anything that we can find in the future? Maybe, speaking to DONSHEA one-on-one, but with the rest of the fans kind of getting, that live talk, which is so different. It does create somewhat, do we have any plans? I want to hear.
Yes, well, I do meet and greets with my fans. I try to do them monthly. But the schedule's been kind of hectic lately, so I didn't. And the first one I did was at PAL, and I actually got most of the dancers from my music video for the It Was All a Dream music video. It's on YouTube. Check it out on my YouTube channel, DONSHEA Hopkins. But I got most of the dancers from there, and they were all really inspired, and they were like, I didn't know that I could do anything bigger than this. They were like, bigger than this school, bigger than this town, and they were like, wow, this is so amazing, thank you so much. And I try to sit down and talk with fans, and I think we're going to try and schedule one next month or either in August, because I love doing it. I love just going in an auditorium or wherever and sitting down and talking to them and performing. That's just what I love doing.
Now,
So I know we're going into the third season, right? This is third. So are y'all already working on the fourth season?
No, not yet. We
Not
don't go
yet.
back until August, September.
let's talk.
Okay.
So we got some time to hang out with you.
So
Give you more lines.
are they
though.
doing more
I need to see you
castings?
more on camera.
Are they doing more castings for different parts that's coming into?
No,
future?
Rel, you cannot be on
I'm
that
about
show.
to audition.
I don't know. I mean,
Ralph thinks it's his audition right now. That's
You know what I mean? I'm gonna go to. Matter of fact, well, no, I'm actually. So one of your cast members he was in season 2. He got killed off. Mark John. Right. So I actually play ball with Mark John on 135th Street because he's a Harlem guy. So you know what I mean. Him and his pops, you wouldn't believe his pops. His pops looks like super young. But anyway, so I play ball with him. But I'm actually we spoke, and I went to Lee Strasberg acting school. So I actually planning on going back to acting class again. So I spoke to Mark about doing his class. So I'm actually looking into that. But
gosh.
How was that working with him? You know what I mean? Did you because I know your scenes are off. So you don't really get to see everybody?
well, actually I do, which is
Okay.
crazy. I don't work with them, but I mean, I work with them on the show, but
Right.
not in scenes.
Not
Right.
So we see each other at table readings,
Okay.
premieres, stuff like that. So yeah, I see them quite often. They're all
Okay.
really nice. He was really amazing when I met him,
Right.
and then when we watched the premiere, he got killed off.
Right.
So another quick question, because we actually have to jump in. We have 2 more segments left, but the last question for you, being that you said you're homeschooled, what is the friend situation like? How hard is it for you to make or to find friends? Were you in school before? Have you always been homeschooled? What's that like? It's very different. Not a lot of people get to experience that.
I was actually in school before for kindergarten, but I didn't like it because the teachers, they were awful. And one, she actually slammed my hand in a cabinet, but let's not get into that.
We don't like that teacher.
Yeah, just didn't have good vibes.
Listen,
She's
looking
all
at
right.
moms, I don't know if she's still alive. I don't know.
Mama bear in the corner with claws and claw somebody's eyes out.
But yeah, ever since then I've been homeschooled. But the friend situation is really easy because I don't know, I'm just really talkative and polite, and I'm just really nice to everyone. And I have friends from acting, singing, dancing, skating.
So people that can actually relate to you and what you're doing, other artists and other performers. I think that's, for me as a performer, sometimes I like people, you know, friends from everywhere, but sometimes I think it's a little easier when you're a performer to have friends that are performers, as long as they're not trying to outshine you, because it's never a competition. Everybody has their own lane.
Yes.
But also too, just you know, because they understand what you're doing and that you're busy and you have things to do, because their goal is pretty much to achieve some of the things that you've achieved. So with that, before we get out of here,
you can't leave just yet.
We're not letting her leave just yet.
No.
We're holding her hostage for another.
Because we got Make You Wanna Holla come up, and everybody that's watching on Facebook Live.
Yeah, so my question,
let us know what makes you want to holla.
final question is, where can everybody find you? Give us your social media, any projects you're working on. Plug that thing on iTunes you got. We want to hear all about it.
Okay, you can find me everywhere: Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, iTunes, Spotify, Rhapsody, everywhere. So my Instagram is at DONSHEA_Hopkins. My Twitter is at DONSHEAH. And Facebook is just DONSHEA Hopkins. Then I have another Facebook, DONSHEA Hopkins fan page. Whichever one you go to, they're both the same. They're both me, 100% me. And then...
Name of the album. What's the name of your album?
You can find my album, 3.2, on iTunes, Spotify, Amazon Music, everywhere. It's everywhere. So
all right.
And if you guys are having a hard time finding her link, just be sure to check the Holla Hour, and we have her at right under the promo picture, so you guys can definitely check that out.
Yeah.
I'm so excited for our guest today.
You already know.
Hey, so we got a couple minutes left. I'm gonna do bulletins very quickly, and then we're gonna jump into Make You Wanna Holla.
Make You Wanna Holla.
So bulletin number 1. You already know. Next week on Tuesday, I will be performing. Yes, Madam Bullet will be performing alongside Deli Cash, who is Chrissy Monroe from Love and Hip Hop Road Manager.
Okay.
And along with Mooga the Animal. So that's gonna be next week, Tuesday, the 28th, at Lotus Cafe, 151 Dykeman in Washington Heights. So
Washington
that's
Heights.
Washington Heights. So definitely come out. And then Friday, this week Friday, and every Friday now.
Dime.
Dímelo. Press the gas and
for
go
all
to
you guys
Broadway
looking for a Friday
and find
night.
Rel Holla. You can find Rel Holla at Space Rooftop Party. So the doors open at 10. The event ends.
No. It's an after work party.
It's all day.
This is like a 11-hour party from 5 p.m. to 4 a.m. in the morning.
And that's at Space.
Every
and
Friday
it's the roof
at
deck
Space.
under 637 West 50th Street. So you want any information on that, you can always
yell at me.
Shout the Holla Hour out. And the very last thing we got going on is Smorgasbord. Hold on one second. I can't find it now. So you know what? Fine. If I can't find it, we'll do it next week, and we're going to jump into the Make You Wanna Holla. Rel.
You already know.
Show them how it's done.
What makes me want to holla?
What makes me wanna have?
Yo, barbecue food makes me. I love the grill. I love cooking on the grill.
The Holla Hour. We'll be having a barbecue. We're gonna be hosting a barbecue.
I need to.
I love the grill. I love grill food.
I only love people that know how to get on the grill. If you do not know how to get on the grill, please do not disrespect the entire barbecue.
Yo, I made some barbecue chicken. My mother-in-law's family. Yo, I ain't even get a piece of chicken. They took all the chicken and ran.
Well, that's good though. You know that means you're a good cook.
That does mean. But you are a good cook because you brought some stuff.
What makes you wanna holla?
What makes you wanna holla? Is really that 3.2. I really, that right there. Can we get some claps? If you guys haven't checked that out, definitely go and check it out. We'll have the links up on the Holla Hour. If you guys need to listen to it, because it really doesn't matter how old you are. It's so relatable and it's crazy, because you wouldn't think that someone that young can have something that relatable to any amount of age. So definitely thank you so much for that.
Ow!
Real quick, man.
Oh, what makes me want to holla? Well, what makes me want to holla is stuff that Bite the Bullet and Holla Hour got going on. So today, Bite the Bullet's first artist, Ty Flows, was alongside Celeb, who was one of our former guests. They performed at the Bay Plaza Mall, and they just finished performing at Barclays Center a few minutes ago. Ty Flows is on his way, so that's pretty much. And wait,
dope.
Before
That
I do
is
this,
dope.
because tomorrow actually is my brother's birthday. So shout out to Dama, man.
Yeah,
Wherever, I know you can't hear me, but wherever you
Dama.
are.
What he do?
Shout out to Dama, wherever you are. I know you can hear me.
Can we get him on the phone line?
Happy birthday, big brother, and we'll see you
Can
soon.
we get him on the phone line?
still in jail.
Can we
I
interview him?
still want to know what Dom.
We'll find out what Dama did. We're gonna have Dama.
I'm gonna have to have him call.
Okay, so Don Shay, real quick before we get out of here, tell us
What
one
makes
thing
you
that
wanna
made you want to holler. Could be good, could be bad. It could be a pet peeve. It could be something that happened yesterday, a year ago,
silly,
whenever.
whatever.
Starbucks.
Starbucks.
Ooh,
Can't be mad at it.
that is
I
right.
try to hate on Starbucks every chance I get, but I can't be mad at it.
Listen,
Starbucks is so
I'm
Salted
with you.
caramel
good.
cake pops is all I'm saying.
I was-
Salted caramel
Yeah,
cake
those are
pops.
good.
I was a Dunkin' Donuts guy.
No.
Starbucks
And
is where it's
I
at.
switched up because Starbucks got coconut milk.
Yeah, there
Yeah,
you
they
go.
do.
And by the way, anytime
Everything
you go
I
to Dunkin'
get.
Donuts, it's like going to
Everything I get,
McDonald's. You
coconut
had
milk.
one job, bro, and you misplaced the cheese. And you listen. Every time I go to Dunkin' Donuts, they always get it wrong. So I'm with you on that, Don Shay. Starbucks.
And
Starbucks.
what fun facts for anybody who didn't know.
Fun fact, quick.
But that the icon on the Starbucks is actually a two-tailed mermaid.
Oh, actually, I did know that. I saw the original.
So for you guys that didn't know, now you know.
Do you know
What?
what it means?
Oh.
It means addiction. That's why people are addicted to Starbucks.
Starbucks.
Oh.
There's a and Starbucks was like a little cafe.
Yo, I got like 5 rewards right now.
What?
5
You
free.
must be, because you.
Oh, man.
Listen, it takes. Listen, you have
Are
to
you
be
guys
rich to gain a
Starbucks?
Starbucks reward. So
Yeah.
we gotta wrap it up.
But
man.
we gotta get up out of here, man.
Yes.
The Holla Hour, DTF Radio. We want to thank our special guest, Miss DONSHEA Hopkins, for coming through. Make sure
you for
Power premieres July 17th on
We're so
Starz.
excited for Powers
On Starz. So make sure you go ahead and watch that. I'm gonna be turned up. So I don't know. I don't know.
You're gonna be turned up.
I think we might have a Powers premiere party.
You already
For the
know.
Holla Hour.
Premiere party, man.
Yeah, we got it
Holla
here,
premiere
man. The Holla
party.
Hour, Real Holla, Madam Bullet, Avenue NY, Holla Hour, everything. We out of here.
See ya. I want to just thank everybody for tuning in today. We really, really appreciate it.